Kumusta po kayo? Welcome back. Let's continue our journey in learning a beautiful language, Tagalog, the language of the Philippines. Some weeks back, I talked about this photo which I took on my trip to Boracay Island. With this photo, I introduce you to the verb naglalakad, walking. In this video, I will dig deeper into this verb. But first things first, some few reminders. Number 1, please be sure that you have seen 3 of my previous videos, episode 63, 64, and 65. Those are my introductory videos on how Tagalog word works and how verbs are formed. If you have missed those, I strongly recommend that you check it out. The links are in the description box down below. Number 2, if you are new to this channel, go and click the subscribe button and the bell notification button so you will be updated of new videos. Cool? Number 3, if you feel that I am going too fast, you may pause the video and rewind to the point you need to check back to. Cool? And number 4, there are 4 things that you need to remember about Tagalog verbs. And if you have heard of this already, go ahead and skip to the next timestamp. Alright? Now, always remember that in Tagalog, verbs start with root words. No root words, no verbs. Verbs are formed by combining a root word with affixes. There are many combinations producing several verbs from the same root word. Verbs are conjugated according to aspects and not tenses. Verbs behave according to focus system. For now, I will only tackle verbs under the actor focus and object focus. Actor focused verbs emphasize the actor or the doer of the action, and object focused verbs emphasize the object of the action. Please also remember that subjects for actor focused verbs are group 1 personal pronouns, and subject for object-focused verbs are generally group 2 personal pronouns. But there are exceptions to this rule. So, tara! Simulan na natin. The verb naglalakad, walking, comes from the root word lakad. It is one of 2 imperative forms and can be used as a command. Lakad, walk. It's not very polite. You will also see later in Tagalog, the root word lakad extends its meaning of moving with your feet into a completely different level you won't see in other languages. To create a verb, we combine the root word lakad with any of the following affixes: mag, ma, in, e, and an. With our formula of combining the root word lakad with different affixes, we can now have the most basic form of a verb, the infinitive form. Tagalog has several versions of the infinitive verb to walk. Please take note of the placements of the affixes represented by the yellow letters. The many versions of the verb to walk in Tagalog are LUMAKAD, to walk. It also means to go out. MAGLAKAD, to walk. MALAKAD, to be able to walk. LAKARIN, to go and walk along a path. It also means to go out to arrange something. ILAKAD, to walk someone or something, like to walk a dog. It also means to go out of one's way to say good things about someone to get approval. This meaning may not make sense for now, but I hope the examples later will. LAKARAN, to walk on something, like a surface. All of the verbs evoke the act of using one's feet to move from point A to point B, sometimes to accomplish something. The infinitive form is also the second part of the imperative form, or the form that is used to command or to request someone. We will use them in simple sentences. Let's start with the second form of the imperative form. LUMAKAD ka. You walk or you go and proceed to wherever you need to go. MAGLAKAD ka. You walk or you go and walk. All right. Now, let me pause here a bit and talk about the differences between these two verbs. Although both of them means walk or go and walk, there is a slight difference. Even native Tagalog speakers struggle to pinpoint the subtle difference, but I will try to explain. Lumakad evokes the sense of movement from where a person is at the moment to another location. Maglakad is more direct. It tells one to go, to use his feet or her feet to move from the current location to another location. Let me illustrate with these two examples. Lumakad ka, huwag kang tumakbo. Lumakad ka, huwag kang tumakbo. Walk, don't run. Maglakad ka, huwag kang magkotse. Maglakad ka, huwag kang magkotse. Walk, don't take the car. Example number 1 talks about contrasting a person's two physical abilities. Lumakad, walk, and tumakbo, run. Example number 2 talks about the person's physical ability, maglakad, walk, an ability using one's body mechanics, contrasting it with magkotse, take a car, or the method of moving using a mechanical vehicle. Ayos ba? Maliwanag ba? Let me know in the comment section down below. Let's move on. Lumakad ka sa dilim. Lumakad ka sa dilim. Go and walk in the dark. Lumakad evokes the sense of movement of going through a dark path. Maglakad ka sa liwanag. Maglakad ka sa liwanag. Go and walk in the light. Maglakad instructs one to use his feet to move through the light. Cool? Now, let's see how different the next verb is. Lakarin mo ang madilim na daan. Lakarin mo ang madilim na daan. Go and walk along the dark path. Lakarin is an object-focused verb. The emphasis is the ang madilim na daan, the dark path. It instructs the listener to walk the dark path and not any other path. Now, lakarin has a second meaning as we will see in this example. Lakarin mo ang lisensya mo. Lakarin mo ang lisensya mo. Go and work on your license. Lakarin evokes the physical effort of going out to work on a transaction. Lakarin is a verb we use to say when one is going out to transact or to check on to achieve some result from some authority. Like for example, lakarin ang pasaporte. Go and get a passport. Lakarin ang papeles. Go and work on some document. Lakarin ang resulta ng exam. Go and check on the result of an exam. Lakarin ang aplikasyon sa trabaho. Go and check on the job application. I guess this verb is a holdover of how people in the olden days go about their business that really involves the physical act of walking. Let's move on. Ilakad mo ang mga paa mo. Ilakad mo ang mga paa mo. Walk your feet. Ilakad tells of using one's feet to move, as with the next example. Ilakad mo ang aso. Ilakad mo ang aso. Walk the dog. Here, it's not just walking the dog. Ilakad tells of having the dog use its feet to move. The person walking the dog is facilitating the event that will allow the dog to walk. Make sense? Ilakad has another seemingly unrelated meaning as you will see in this example. Ilakad mo ako sa kanya. Ilakad mo ako sa kanya. Go and say good words for me to her to get her to like me. That's a long translation, but that's how we say it. Ilakad is to go out and say great things about a person so that he or she gets to be liked by the object of the affection. This normally happens when someone, most often a guy, when he likes a girl and he asks someone to go and act as a bridge. Romantic, no? Our last example is, lakaran mo ang carpet. Lakaran mo ang carpet. Walk on the carpet. Lakaran is an object-oriented verb. It emphasizes the object, which is the carpet. Lakaran mo ang carpet. Walk on the carpet and no other surface. There's more to talk about the root word lakad and the many verbs equivalent to the English verb to walk. I have covered the various nuances of the verb to walk in Tagalog in this explainer video. I will dig deeper into the subject in the next video with more examples on past, present, and future actions. I hope you catch that. And also, I hope that you will click on the like button. That will help this channel reach more people. That's it for now. I will see you again soon. Maraming salamat po at hanggang sa susunod.